Hey guys, how's it going? Phil Montello in the Book Peddler. If you saw the title, which you obviously did, of this video, you know I bought a new building. It's extremely exciting. I'm gonna get into it a bit with what the building means to me, and my patience has finally paid off. I've waited years. For 5 years, I would sit on this porch right here, or this stoop of my business, and I would look street at that red building. I've always liked the building. I've always wanted, by the way, second snowfall of the year, guys. We had a beautiful fall, but it was bound to come. It's a beautiful little building, and I'm going to take you in there. I'm going to give you the background on it. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do with it. And it's just an exciting time for me because finally I'm going to be able to expand my business in a really positive direction here. And it gives me a lot more options as well because I'm a little bit been capped off in here. You know, I've been here for 8 years. I've needed the space. So, guys, without further ado, let's take a little walk. All right, here's the front of it, guys. I love that porch. I've been thinking about sitting on that porch for years. The peak is cool. I'll show you the side of the building so that you can get an idea of the length. Great size. Great foundation, strong foundation. All right, let's get out of the snow. My camera's getting wet. I've been doing a lot of work in here. There's still a lot more that needs to be done. And this is the front as I just opened the door, and this to the left of me, the big beautiful farm table there that I can work on. So that was neat. This place last was an antique shop. So there's a bunch of chairs up there, but all the antiques are gone pretty much. So I'll show you this. So look at this huge, beautiful counter here. What somebody will be doing here, I will as well. But this is where I'm going to be processing books. And shipping and everything else. So this place is predominantly going to be for storage. I will stage it at some point so people can buy. But what'll go on here, say, is like a bunch of shipping supplies will be in here. Somebody will stand on this other end, and there'd be like a roll of bubble wrap, say. So when the book sells, you pick the book, you wrap it if it needs to be wrapped, you bring it down, you pull out your box or mailer. There'll be brown paper on a roll here. If it needs to get papered, you'll have the computer, the scales, you process it, out the door. So that's the idea with this, and it's wonderful that it's here. I love these floors, very strong floors, high ceilings. I'm debating whether or not to shellac the floor. I gotta get into that with my one contractor I used to work with there. He's gonna take a good look over at this place. But yeah, I got a lot of nail pulling here. I don't know what. Now what sat here was a big, beautiful apothecary cabinet that the previous owner ripped out. It's probably rotting away somewhere because at one point this was a doctor's place. Now, just a bit of, I'll give you some information on it in a while. This stage here is where a stove used to be to heat. Basement's over there. All right, it's a little dark in here, but we did loads to the dump, and this stuff in here, the stuff that I put aside, a lot of hardware, another nice back room. What's nice about these rooms is that you can lock them all off with doors. Now, this door here will go, you're not going to be able to see, but that goes upstairs. One of the ways you can get upstairs. And there's the front view from the back. I love the windows. My buddy Steve up the road, Brickhouse Salvage and Antiques, is going to help me with some of these windows. He's got a glass cutter. So let's talk about this place a little bit. So this place was built in 1883. Thank you, Allison, Mrs. Buck, town historians that helped me get this information. This first floor here was originally a grocery store. All right, so that's pretty neat. And it also included a billiards parlor, which is upstairs. We're going to go upstairs. And at one point, the Oddfellows used to meet here on the second floor, and so did the Grange at one point. So let's go upstairs. Now, I'll tell you when I get up here. So I'll take you to this back room first. Now, I always wanted a cook stove, and look, I got one. So I'm gonna actually clean this up, and this will go when I get a property somewhere else to live. Now, check out this. You know how I showed you where that stove sat before? Well, this used to be, they used to smoke jerky up here, which is really cool. The heat used to come up from there. There was a fire here at one point up in the ceiling that looked pretty extensive. Doorway that goes down to that back room. Now let's take you into the main one. Look at the space here. A lot of all this wooden stuff I actually pulled from the hall, which is over here. It was just thrown and stuffed in, so a lot of this stuff is probably just gonna get trashed, but there's a bunch that won't. You know, like look at that cute little drawer. You can use that to put displays in and everything. But anyhow, yeah, this is just beautiful, large space, and I am so excited about this space. Now, one of the old timers, Larry, told me that they used to do blind boxing in that circle because the Boy Scouts used to meet up here in the 50s. I don't know what the Boy Scouts are doing now. They're probably painting and sharpening their nails. Scout leader comes into the woods with high heels anymore. World we live in today. Anyhow, not to digress too much, beautiful big work table here. And I can see the general store. There's the general store right there. There's Gary's place, runs the garage. And there's Sieber's. So keep an eye on what's going on over there. So yeah, everything here is well made. It's beautiful. I've wanted and desperately needed a space for years, and I've wanted this space. Not just any space, I've always wanted this one. And I got it for a smoking deal, I'm very excited. I'm gonna expand my business. I'm moving forward in the right direction. So this winter, a lot of it will be focused on refining this place, storage, processing, shipping, and staging it for people to eventually buy it. I hope you guys enjoy the new spot. Sometimes I'll do videos over here too, you know, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, you know, I'm becoming a local land baron. I'll get there one at a time. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you on the next one. And thanks for watching.